Hello everybody and welcome to the finals of Guilty Gear Strive here at Akizeme. We've got a super stacked bracket lined up. I'm here with my friend Mangaka, as you can see.
This is what TOing does to a man. It strips you of your flesh, of your skin, and most importantly, your soul.
You can say, just full of joy in life. Clearly another soul player. I don't have to tell you.
Very clearly full of life. Let me tell you all about it, my friends. I've been nothing but nerfed to the ground, year in, year out. But at least this Wild Assault mechanic's pretty goddamn fun to play with.
Oh, it's so cheap. It's so cheap for soul.
Gross.
All right. We'll be getting going here in just a few moments.
I got it.
I'm trying to... Oh, there we go. Okay, got it back. Oh.
I should have it back. Hold up. I had to do a little HDMI splitter swappage. There we go. I had to remember that I could switch between the screens so that we have the proper stream up on the stage for viewing pleasures. Up first, so for those of you that don't know, we just, for the last couple of hours, have been running 2 different pools of Swiss brackets where everybody basically got to play everybody in a couple of rounds. We have then seeded our top 16 finalists into a double elimination bracket. If you were performing 4th through 1st place in the Swiss pools, then you got a winner's side. If you performed 5th through 8th place in your pool, then you got sent to the loser side of the bracket. So you only got 1 life in this top 16 bracket for us to play with. Coming up on stream now is one of our winners' quarterfinal matches, which is going to be between Cobalt and Voltiyon, who got his lowest placing in months, actually, at last night's LCQ bracket, 5th place.
Yeah. Volt hasn't been, it's so funny too, because he'll say like, I haven't been grinding, or I'm really not on that grind, or I'm out of practice, and I'm like, my brother, I just played you 27 hours ago in Guilty Gear Strive, relax.
He has his own standard.
Exactly, yeah, he's that kind of player, you know, he really grinds, he puts in the effort, he puts in the time, and it really shows in his play, you know, so it's wild, but it also shows that Colorado's getting that much stronger, right?
Indeed it does, but also for Voltiyon too. Like yesterday was sort of like, all right, that was the bonus day. This is the most important day. He had some like nutrition issues with making sure that he had food. And now he says, listen, I've taken care of myself. I knew exactly what I needed to do. Went home and played for 9 hours. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to cook.
Grind plus lunch. All right, early burst right away. And let's see how Voltiyon manages to get around the Testament neutral tools. Obviously, once he's in there, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with. Speaking of which, there we go, Rekka pressure. Oh my gosh, ready for the corner switch.
Taking the offense here. He's looking for the burst. There it comes.
And it's so hard to bait burst now, right? Because like, even more so than before, your opponent might just want to hold on to it. They might just want to have Wild Assault available long term, because Wild Assault is so overwhelmingly strong, especially if you have positive bonus on top of it.
Voltiyon going to be pushed back to zoning. The stain state has been reduced to nothing, and now finds his approach.
Oh, and that overhead is...
Big damage here. I don't think Testament's quite dead yet. Full charge Wild Assault. This is a hard knockdown. Guess for a round on Cobalt's side. And reversal. Cobalt, I think, was trying to wake up Super, but the cross-up made something else come out.
Probably got a little bit of a weird 4H situation. All right, going for the 6P2K. A really solid round start for Testament. Yep, there's that Testament 2K.
Able to check with the jabs as well, not letting the clone come in. And here we go, Kagebuchi no Jutsu. Nobody's got my back like myself.
All right, what's the Oki again? Going for the run-up close slash. Again, Testament only has a reversal if they have 50 meters, so Chip can absolutely just run up in media after that wall break.
You say that, but that 6B makes the difference, man. That's a reversal on its own right.
The reversal of the wild, for sure.
Voltiyon, you saw him do that PRC. He was trying to look for the burst on counter it. A lot of players have a habit once they get counter it. Oh no, I got a burst because this is big damage. Voltiyon, though, with the meter, scouting it out. Cobalt knew it was coming, held onto it, but that doesn't stop Voltiyon from taking game 1.
And it's fascinating because I think the Wild Assault changes have made it even more of a heavy incentivization to either burst right away or not at all, right? Because like, as soon as they hit you with that charged Wild Assault, you lose a quarter of your burst bar, so you're just going to take the whole combo anyway.
Goes to the same side, Alpha Blade, good defense so far, but that J2K just putting him in a blender.
Oh, that J2K was cursed.
Nice backdash though from Cobalt. They're gonna get some offense started. They missed the throw. Voltiyon teched it. It works out for him as a punish.
And a back throw incident is not what you want Chip to be doing to you, man. That's too much pressure, too fast, too hard to deal with.
And on the car low there as well, one of the new tools Chip has this patch. He lost a couple of tools, you know, how the speed of his 6K, for example, as well as the counter hit slowdown on his Rekka series. But Arxis was nice. They gave him a couple other new toys to play with. It's taking some time. Beautiful block, but too slow on the follow-up.
Ooh, really solid stagger pressure. And yeah, Voltiyon catching Cobalt being a little antsy.
Double overhead, and look at that. Voltiyon was waiting for Cobalt to burst, but finally, once Voltiyon commits, Cobalt's doing a great job of being patient, but needs to get his own offense started.
Yeah.
Barely linking.
Sorry, that was kind of hype. I didn't think that was going to work, I'll be honest.
I'll be honest. Well,
that's the good part about getting to show up and immediately watch finals is the caliber of play is at minimum. I didn't know he could do that.
I didn't know you could do that, right? And Voltiyon is looking far crisper today than he was yesterday, so definitely took the issues that he had the previous day to heart. He has lost the Akizeme LCQ bracket as well as the September monthly, so he's coming in still kind of like the favorite top dog for the year performance, but with a little stain to the reputation, as it were. Just trying to make sure that he lets everybody know that he's still king out here. But Cobalt with his defense. What a 6B.
And Cobalt being really smart here about being willing to pay the FD tax against Chip. Because any character in this game with advancing pressure, if you're not willing to FD them at all, they just get to keep going forever. And it stinks having to spend your...
but the deflect shield completely baited on Wake Up. Voltiyon looked like a Dragon Ball player sniffing out Reflect.
Oh, well, if it isn't the worst new mechanic in Guilty Gear Strive.
It really is just like Reflected Dragon Ball, but it costs you resources.
It costs you half your burst, yeah. Oh my God.
And Cobalt just getting caught by everything. It's 2 wall breaks here. Voltiyon with positive bonus. Runs up 2K. Cobalt just trying to walk back with his chip too quick. Runs up super. Oh, media cross base the burst. He's been looking the entire set for it.
Oh, Voltiyon bringing out a new type of curse. Oh my goodness.
Cobalt not dead yet, but good block. We're still in it. This would be one hell of a comeback for Cobalt, but we have to see. It's a big pickup here.
I want to believe.
Succubus, this is going to be a hard knockdown, actually. This is not the worst situation for Cobalt to be in. Just has to play perfectly, which against Voltiyon, that's asking a lot.
He needs one hit because it is Chip.
Oh, the throw. I love it. Voltiyon might be content to... No, he actually spent the burst. He wants to win the game now. The flex shield is actually going to relieve pressure this time. Sakugan kick. That is it. A good last stand from Cobalt, but Voltiyon is going to clean it up. 3-0 in our first winner's quarterfinal match.
I love thinking about contesting Chip J2K and then remembering I shouldn't contest J2K after I get hit by the button after it, because that's always what happens. They like finally nerf J2K so you can do anything about it, but if you block it, you stupid idiot.
Like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, idiot, what are you gonna do?
And yeah, we've got some really strong players today. The fact that we started with a Voltiyon match is kind of hype.
That
right?
is a little bit hype. We're going down the bracket list right now, my friends. You can check it out if you press that exclamation point bracket. Check out the finals bracket stage, see what we're going through. We should be doing most of winners on stream. Let losers get caught up, and then we'll see how much we have going on. In the meantime, though, my friends, we do have some prize pool money that has been donated by various organizations. Shout out to Junk Food Custom Arcades for giving us $200 to work with, which we have contributed 100 of that into both of the Strive and Street Fighter 6 finals pots. But do you have a chance to be our own sponsor as well? Exclamation point Matcherino in that chat will pull up the 2 links that you need to go and give direct contributions to both of our Strive and Street Fighter 6 Matcherino pages. I believe that Gaming Diaspora's Evil Booho's nonprofit organization has already given $50 to both of the brackets as well. So support the players. You want to see one of your favorite people out here like Voltiyon, possibly Yiinja, Cobalt, Havoc Noah. Cobalt, I mean, listen, you lost that.
No. Hearing someone say Yiinja, I just think of Yiinja as the goofy kid who I saw flossing passively at a Dragon Ball tournament one time. That was so funny. Yiinja cracks me up. He's really good, though.
I love him.
He's
I
incredible.
Love him dearly. I love him dearly. I mean, he doesn't play a lot of games, but well, he plays a lot of games and he does well in all of them. He's got 4th at Mortal Kombat 1, 3rd in Dragon Ball Fighters. Actually, I think he had a good run in Street Fighter 6, the LCQ. He was in top 8 for the LCQ.
Our Dragon Ball scene has gotten terrifying. What happened?
Tell me about it! Do you know how hard I worked for this? I had to win from loser's side of Grands. It's so sweaty every time.
Yeah, I was watching just like parts of top 4, and I was like, everyone is so, like, no one's had a chance to play. This is outrageous. It's getting like Marvel lockdown levels with
You want to talk about Marvel lockdown letters? Look no further than Cobalt's Happy Chaos. I said Cobalt. He's on the mind. Collom, you see it's C-O. Hi, I'm Colin. I don't know who else to say.
I do it all the time.
I know, right?
And
Colom's Happy Chaos, though.
Happy Chaos, which...
Nerf from top 1 to top 1.
That's right.
It's crazy. Third patch in a row.
Hey, nerf from top 1 to top 2. Nagoriyuki does get to play Mario Party if you block anything.
This is fair and true. I'm wondering how many people will hold Nagoriyuki in that high of a regard. I certainly do see the argument for it. Collom and Hatsu, though, so I believe we might have seen this yesterday at the LCQ, and Collom, if I remember correctly, took it fairly handily over Hatsu then, and
which is really saying something, because Hatsu is one of the strongest Axel players I have to deal with regularly.
We have 2 strong Axel players in this finals. One of them is Hatsu. The other is Bigger Bag.
Bigger Bag, yep.
Hatsu very much encompasses the offensive, stylish Axel that you can do with the pressure with the offense. Bigger Bag, the sound, defensive Axel that those have the fundamental mix, but really the clutch factor for Bag has been the defensive play. Collom, in the meanwhile, shutting me up.
Hatsu will regularly make you think Axel is the highest damage character in Guilty Gear Strive, which is impossible. Oh, and here comes the pressure. Fakes the dodge.
But he was not able to get the fast cancel for that low, and so Hatsu was able to block, seeing it was a slow cancel. One nice jump there, reading Hatsu's tendency to go for that plus on block snail. RC gets the full pickup, looks for the burst. It's so funny to see people try to bait Collom's burst as if Collom isn't aware of that, considering how much he eats those.
Also considering it is Happy Chaos, who is the character who wants to burst successfully more than maybe anyone else in the cast.
Quite true.
Oh.
Full pickup here, gun him down. You call that zoning? You brought sickles to a gunfight.
The zone is wherever my cursor is. But Happy
Travel
Chaos,
time? What's that?
your cursor can be everywhere. That's right. That's my zone.
Collom's got a third hand on the mouse. He's got a lockdown on Hatsu's head for the shot. But the low-profile 2K actually able to get Hatsu out of that situation, just running the offense here. And there you go, catches Collom wiggling. That is one of Collom's shortcomings as a player, I would say, is that he has some bad defensive habits. He usually doesn't opt to block often. It's usually backdash or some kind of wake-up reversal, which for Happy Chaos is a button.
Yeah, and in Strive it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, compared to most other games I've played, you really have to be active on defense in this game, especially this patch, because with Wild Assault, if you block somebody after a wall break, they can just make you block till your wrist meter is full and then do 3 50-50s. Like, that's something Soul can do, and he's only like top 4.
Only top 4.
Only like top 4. It's totally reasonable. Oh my gosh, speaking of which, the mix, we got the taco kicks coming around, we got the lows. Oh, good
Hatsu going to get caught at the ankles. It's going to be a hard knockdown. Refill the gun. You ever just reload a gun by emptying your bullets?
Wizard stuff.
Magic is bullshit.
Magic is nonsense. Oh, okay. Yep. Really solid pressure there.
And then perfect for Collom, the first one of today. I believe we saw Collom get several perfects yesterday, such as the nature of his Happy Chaos. The offense is so tight and so clean with it that it really does allow Collom to be a little more loose on that defense, right? Like, listen, if I get this hit, I can just win off of that. Why block to win when I can hit you to win?
And the other thing, too, is Happy Chaos is one of the few characters in this game that, even with meter, has no frame 1 invincible reversal. Because Deus Ex Machina, even though it looks like it might be invincible, absolutely is not. So if you get him cornered and he doesn't have burst, you can kind of just do whatever to Happy Chaos and he has to hold it. It's his one really, you know,
it's his weakness.
I hesitate to say weakness, but
it is a weakness, but how practical and how functional it serves as a weakness is another topic for discussion.
Ooh,
that was almost spicy. Hatsu, though, getting a chance to play. Plus on block, catches a jump, just keeps all the strikes true. You can see Collom is trying to fuzzy jump here. A new defensive tactic for him.
Oh, let's see how much damage does Axel do. Dead.
Dead. Beautiful blue RC there from Hatsu, probably doing a dash cancel to then get that blue RC off of that connected hit. That's why you didn't see a red Roman cancel come out.
Yep, gives you a lot more time, a lot more slowdown to work with.
And you know, some damaging Axel Bomber loops before they get scaled. But there it is, right? We blink at the low, Collom the no mix. Just watch the ankles, watch your toes. Good block on the tap dust. Second serving, not yet. There it is. FD, a slower dust this time. Hatsu not biting. Collom tries to wiggle.
Okay, Hatsu got Happy Chaos cornered without burst. This is what you want.
Gets the combo as well, able to reset. Red Roman cancel, full combo. but no hard knockdown. I really want to see a wild sword there just to guarantee the mix-up here. Now you got to play neutral again. It works out. It was 2P wins.
Works out, yeah. 2P, luckily. Pretty privileged there, not a lot. But yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're up around there, it's easy to forget about Wild Assault, right? Because at least if you're, you've been playing this game since it came out, you have just do a super ingrained in you so hard that like, oh, there's a new way to break the wall now is going to take some time.
Indeed, and even then there's a choice of do I want to save my burst gauge for the post-knockdown situation or do I want to spend it, get it all back eventually, but guarantee myself the hard knockdown. It worked out for Hatsu there, who ties the setup 1-1, but now he has to spend his burst and go to full screen against Happy Chaos.
Isn't it messed up, Dizzy, to be like, oh no, Axel has to go full screen against someone. What a tragedy for Axel, the zoner.
Oh my lord, this is the worst possible situation going to be in. My god, that was disgusting.
Okay, our stream runner's eyes just popped open at that one.
They're in the skull. His eyes have exploded. They landed within. Scully over here, and now I have to pull these out. It is gross and wet.
Oh, what a mix. All right, there's that Wild Assault wall break. What does Happy Chaos get? Okay, a little safe jump, JK.
But nice, good defense from Hatsu. Spending all of his meter on this flawless defense, however. Tries to go for a throw. The blue RC overhead. Why are you nasty like that, Collom? But he's out of bullets, and now Hatsu trying to find the next hit, but it's Collom. No gun, no bullet. You're out, sir. You are a melee character now.
And now, when both players are acutely aware Happy Chaos has no bullets.
That's why you got no hose. The Rensen able to stop Collom before he got the momentum. Empty low. Hatsu needs to make all of this count. He catches the run. And a good burst opportunity there from Collom. Hatsu now, checkmate situation. But concentration's out. The bullets as well. Still my feet.
Oh, and the taco kick coming around back.
Hatsu having a very clutch performance right here. He's just not finding the opportunity to keep it tight enough to contain Collom and deny the opportunities. No pickup with the snail. You hate to see it. Or rather, I think that's Rainwater.
Rainwater.
Rainwater, yep.
Yeah, it's weird. Snail's the one he does in the air where he doesn't move.
Yeah, right, and Snail's not on the ground. It's like, why are these snails airborne? What is it with you Brits?
Rainwater is the good one. Snail is the one that they only do on accident.
Accidental snail. Collom, though, very purposefully taking Hatsu into this corner. Reloads up to 3 bullets. Wild Assault for another opportunity to press it. Baits out the YRC. That shark-like instinct. He does miss the curse, but he still gets the hard knockdown with the Wild Assault. Overhead, a blender.
Makes sense, get that safe jump guaranteed and then just roll around.
Again, Hatsu starting off, winning the round, but the round start, but meaning to lose its Collom with a meaningful pickup.
Ooh, perfect setup too. Gets
that was
the
really
curse.
Slick, actually.
Yeah, that was
curse,
really nice.
The bullet wall break.
And Collom just getting these left rights and making every single one of them land.
Able to escape, but right before the gun could come out, too slow to the draw. Backdash gets caught. Collom finally showing that habit. I feel like he's been very much sturdy on the ground, blocking and then fuzzy jumping. Shows the backdash only for it to lose first time round. Ah! I love Roman canceling. It is such a cool mechanic. I am sincere.
I love watching two geniuses at work. Ooh, we're in a chip kill situation. Yeah. Gotta do something, right?
It's like Dio and Jotaro approaching each other.
Well, at least one of these men is confirmed to be able to stop time, so.
Also true.
Yeah.
And it's not the guy who's able to just reload bullets magically.
It's not the wizard. Yeah, it's not the wizard. Guilty gear. Ooh, great corner pressure, gets the close slash. Oki, ooh, goes for the 2 count.
Oh, but he was a little disrespectful. Orm had a misinput on that concentration. Hatsu going to be able to burst, taking momentum. He's going to be respectful of this offense. 1 bullet left in the chamber, and Hatsu wiggles, possibly predicting a throw that wouldn't have killed. And now, here you are, gunned down like a dog? Not yet. It's looking long for Old Yeller.
Yeah, eventually that roll is going to come out, and you can't block forever, right? And like especially a character with access to such strong and multi-layered mix-ups, right? Because it was one of those things of when that Happy Chaos mix happened into the corner, all 3 of us reacted by going, ah! Like that's the level of mix-up Happy Chaos has access to, and he doesn't always need to use it, right? At first he can just sit there and just press in your face, make you block guard crush bullets over and over again, and just see if you're willing to fidget, right? Because if he can get you with mids over and over, mids, those all confirm into the biggest reward possible. They give you the full risk meter. It gives you time to do something stupid like YRC at a bad time and lose a bunch of meter. Gives you a chance to burst at a bad spot and get blocked and punished. So like, getting Happy Chaos to do those mix-ups is good. That is a good first step. It's just a matter of, like, it doesn't feel great.
Making him go to that state where he goes, man, I got to go to the next layer right here. But
now I have to, like, think when I'm blocking. This sucks. I didn't pay $60 to think on defense.
No. Kyle, I'm going to be sending Hatsu to the proverbial backyard for now. I love the fact that Get Together Your Stride, that's a lore reference.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. You know, made the old yellow joke, bury him in the backyard. Hey, wait a minute, it's Guilty Gear. Up next, though, I saw our next two players sit down, and I can't wait for this set because this is two very violent, two very aggressive players.
I think I see Havoc Noah.
Indeed you do. It is Havoc Noah, our resident TO, Guilty Gear Extraordinaire versus Pip Gaming, our adoptive, not even adoptive at this point. Screw you, Wyoming, he's mine. Our Faust player.
That's right. We have dibs on Pip Gaming.
Indeed we do, man.
I agree.
I claimed him before he beat Apology Man, all right? Like,
Pip is, for me, maybe the funniest player in Colorado as far as, like,
I can see that.
How funny their play is. And it's messed up because it's not bad. It's incredibly good. It just also is hilarious to watch. It's so fun. And then Noah, one of the all-time Guilty Gear players, you know, has been to majors for how many Guilty Gear games at this point, and how many times for Zerd, Eno in particular, and like
all-around veteran, one of our strong points right here. A man who knows how to run his brackets, and he helps with it too by usually 3-0ing or 2-0ing the competition along the way to speed it up. Comes with the offensive Eno, right?
That's me. I'm in this picture.
Having Noah and Pip starting off right now. The Bombo for all the Rick Grimes! Pip, why are you like
Pip Gaming? Pip Gaming!
That is a master Faust at work. Having Noah hard knockdown right now. Pip spending everything. 6P though from Noah, the best button that Eno has. 6P, fast cancel, wild assault, a mechanic that Eno certainly loves to mess with. Blue RC, the throw incident, but it's a back throw from Noah.
And yeah, Noah in particular, it seems like, has been pretty up on this patch. The new move for Eno is obviously very good. It's a plus on block, hard to react.
Oh, drop from Pip. Eats the item.
But Wild Assault in particular gives Eno access to knockdowns off a lot of stuff she didn't get to, and like Eno is the character that wants knockdowns in this game, right?
Precisely,
like, more
right?
than anyone.
She's able to access that win condition more often than not nowadays. She's going to get this wall break. Noah autopiloting the string potentially, or just opting to break the wall regularly. Low profile, good PRC to block, but then the raw mix connects. D. Now, how does Noah want to approach? Short knockdown. Beautiful crawl play for that Pip as well.
Yeah, crawl into dive kick. Just how do you react to that? Great jumping from Eno.
He's able to bait out the dive. There was no pickup available, it seemed like. He's going to RC just to see if Pip's going to spend burst. Pip doesn't fall for it.
Yep. That's one of those things you got to do. You got to offer your opponent. If you have a chance to offer your opponent to throw extra resources away before you get rid of them, do it, right? Yeah, and that's exactly what Pip was doing.
This rope would look amazing around your neck, don't you agree?
I think you'd love it. It's velvet.
It's velvet. It's such a tight fit.
Every time Faust gets the wall break with a super, my heart soars. Remember season 1? This character couldn't break a wall for his life.
Now hard knockdown for Pip Gaming. Wild Assault just for more plus frames. A guard crush as well. And to the tick throw. Always gross, always nasty. Noah looking like, all right, this character's bullshit.
The Faust teleport jump scare. Oh, it's so good.
It's so tragically good. Game 1 over to Pip. Havoc Noah had a really good run yesterday. If I remember correctly, it was 3rd place last night at the LCQ.
Not bad.
Losing only to Bigger Bag and I think it was Collom. He was able to actually beat Voltiyon 3-0 as well, so coming up of a hot streak, right? Pip Gaming getting in that top 8 as well. I think he was about 5th or 7th place. Beautiful, clean play from Noah. Perfect right back. We've seen that time and time again where someone gets that perfect and the answer back is let me perfect you.
Yeah, exactly. There is, okay, I need to tighten my play up. Clearly I'm doing something weird and it's getting me hit a bunch.
Plus on block, we catch a backdash. We start the offense going through, and Noah kind of keeping the plus on block special in the back pocket. I know it's something like Kiss, I think. Oh, we didn't see that the burst was coming out.
Yeah, and the big thing with that special is, like, there are answers to it if you know it's coming. In particular, I bet Faust could just crawl it and get, like, a full punish afterwards.
Exactly, right? So the reason that Noah's scouting it, right?
Exactly.
Bro, he ran so deep, he just let it go like, yo, I'm going to throw you. Noah's like, no, you're not. Not with this throw on me. Drop combo, 2K is just in time.
Oh, and here comes the mix.
Full corner carry as well, all of a sudden, right? Like that situation, Ino just had to set up for something very simple.
Exactly,
Had
yeah.
the corner, but Noah losing the momentum already. Note, PRC escaping the mini Faust. And now perfect positioning, but mini Faust is coming back with a vengeance. Noah has to hold. Tap dust. Ooh. Right in the abdomen.
And that's Mini Faust right now is really more like just the chronic problem. Like in Zerd, it felt like they would just kind of be like over and done with. This game, dude, sometimes Mini Faust is just vibing. Little man vibing in the corner for like a minute.
Noah respecting all this pressure. Finally gets a punish there on the far slash from Pip. There was no follow-up cancel. Pip possibly pressing far slash, close slash, and because of the proximity, didn't get the second normal to come out, potentially. Plus unblock this time, multiple overheads. Oh my, immediate blue RC after a Tiger Knee jump.
That was an overhead. I hate it here. How is that an overhead, Pip?
Little smile on Pip's face, like, all right, we got a set right now. And Noah doing the classic, just kind of covers his mouth with his arm, almost as if he's pulling up a cape like he's the mask from Sailor Moon. And now my work here is done.
You gotta have at least one weird habit you do after a win or a loss, or are you really even a fighting game player?
True. Noah gets the trumpet, and so now the crew is gonna come in, betraying their master. Noah misses the conversion, though.
I think it might have actually been the last hit of the little guys gave less hit stun than Noah was expecting and made it drop, yeah.
Possibly
Not
so.
that it matters. Noah doing the Eno steamroller stuff.
There's a blender, get in it. It's time for you to be mixed up. I need my drink.
I really appreciate Noah really over-representing 6P in this matchup, knowing it's strong against a lot of Faust long-range poke options and also jumps, forcing Pip to really get it close. What a shmimmy.
What an absolute just curse situation. Pip missing the meaty with the thrust, and Noah, his throw was a little too late. Pip was able to backdash to escape it, but now Pip has some momentum, pulls out an anvil. He's gonna break the wall, and Noah has to find the next hit.
Chemical love into RC. It's like Zerd never left.
Yeah, but, you know, Gold Roman canceled it.
Also, it's not 25 meter and it's nowhere near as good. And you can low profile it. Yeah. And also, it's notably worse than Zerd. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Noah's just like, shut up, it's not even the same.
Look, Daisuke made some choices that were really good in Strive, like removing that. Great 6P though, run up, immediate anti-air, taking pressure back.
PRC again, trying to close the gap with the stroke the big tree. Pip playing the zoning game despite being down on life. Blue RC for the pressure. Noah's risk gauge is incredibly high, and now it's going to be cashed out here.
So yeah, blue Wild Assault uncharged is what, like plus 13?
Some of that effect with the guard crush.
Yeah.
Red Roman. Deflect shield. Noah already committed to the butt. There was an opportunity to punish it. Stroke. He's actually able to frame trap this time. Noah correcting himself because we've seen Pip mash out of the stun on that and intercept Noah's aerial. 2K somehow beating the 5P and the full charge drive assault. Players a little, Noah loudly confused and Pip trying to explain. That's one thing I like about Noah. He's a very expressive player. A lot of people were kind of surprised with just how much he really communicates, how much, like just how outgoing he is. Once you get him talking about a game, he's a very brilliant player when it comes to his frame data, regardless of his lack of social graces. I say as a man who has definitely done a lot of yelling these past 2 days. Yelling and screaming like, this computer did what?
Yeah, no, Noah's got a real high game IQ. I mean, it makes sense, right? He's been playing for a real long time at a very high level. You don't get to be there and hang out there unless you are, doing your homework once in a while. Great crawl under, but the dive manages to pick it up anyway.
It looked like Pip had committed to some sort of low poke. I mean, that 2K has a high hitbox to it as well, but I think a 6P is definitely on the mind now.
And luckily, no resources for the hard knockdown, so Pip does get to play and is immediately taking advantage of the situation.
Knock down a banana peel. The sign is out.
We got trumpet. Doesn't matter. It does matter.
It does matter for Noah. Pip, though, able to just go to the sky, avoid that situation. Noah, though, with the overhead. Pip, the one thing about him, right, he's also a very scrambly player on defense, right? He doesn't really quite have some of the option selects down. He's one who tends to mash, as we've seen. And so once he gets put down against a person who has tight set play like Noah, it can be very difficult for Pip to get back into the game once he loses that momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, in particular, you have to be really particular about being willing to block, but not for too long. Like, FD in particular is just so...
The little flourish of a touch. I got a bomb here. It's going to go away if I don't use it now.
That was so hard. I'm sorry. I love watching Pip play, man. It's just so fun.
So goddamn entertaining. A showmanship at heart. A doctor who just wants to take care of us, the client. RC, tap dust.
I think you started saying tap dust before it started up.
I felt it in my
good
bones.
Call.
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
You were right, yeah.
I was like, oh, because, you know, sometimes a player might have like this is my favorite way to close a round.
Yeah.
Noah loves to just spam stroke like, hey, block this. Hey, block this. Pip goes, I need one hit to secure a round, tap dust.
Time for the funny bat.
Bring him out. I want the home run. Oh, this time goes for layer 2 and pulls some meteors with it. Noah gets caught. Finds the burst. RC on the dive kick, stabilizes as well. Knockdown. But we're laughing because Noah had an expletive about that. He's like, he's trying to not be so tight. He's trying to go for the next layer and mix up a Pip. You can't stop it from mashing. Have you seen his hair? There's definitely just shampoo, no conditioner.
Yeah. There's, at some point, right, you got to just be unconditionable.
The second meteor that Pip has been able to pull this set, but he pushes Noah into the trumpet.
Oh, and doesn't get the hair lit on fire, so won't get the guard crush.
They trade! I think Noah recognizes that he died there. Pip thought he was done, but Noah knew first. You saw it. Noah's like, God damn it.
Yeah, Noah knew.
That's how smart he is, right? He recognized the situation of like, yo, my move does this much damage, your move does this much. I know what happened. And now just like that, off of a crazy scramble situation, Pip forces game 5.
Yeah, we're at 2-2. Unbelievable.
Noah had an opportunity to actually close that round out. He just barely built that 50% tension gauge just as Pip's burst came back. Could have been a little micro-optimization to go burst right, or to RC and bait the burst there, but that's two different things to look at while you're managing the combo and everything like that. That's a hard
and also
play to make.
It's a risk in and of itself, right?
True.
Yeah, because like if you go for a big RC and then they just don't burst, you might have, you know, denied yourself either the resources to close out a round, or maybe you have to go for a backup route that's a little bit less damage, a little worse Oki, something like that. Not a problem I think Eno's going to have right now this season, but...
I know, true, but Pip able to clutch it out and steal that game from Noah might be something that Noah's going to be haunted by for a bit. He's able to time his burst correctly, but get 6 speed. We swallowed a bag. No, it was the anvil, excuse me. The note, offense, and now Pip's weakness. Oh, but 2K mash, 6P. Oh, slash reversal from Noah, you animal. Low profile running under. Noah trying to use HCL as if it's a better tool than it is.
It's so funny because like Faust Crawl in other games is just as good as this, but I'm used to seeing it all the time. In Strive, I swear it's a surprise every time, and what an overhead.
Absolutely gross. The Afro getting Pip into tournament, or rather set point right now in this tournament.
It feels like tournament point, right? These matches are crazy.
The quality of each of these games, one way or another, has been immaculate.
That's the joy of when you have like 3 tournaments or like 5 tournaments to start one tournament, right?
Noah able to get a blue RC here, full combo, has the red Roman. No, drops it. Don't let Pip win this. Please, Noah. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you sincerely and deeply, my TOing friend.
TK dive, willing to YOLO a little bit, which is the right call there for sure.
2S. Noah gets the full pickup as well, using that special move of Eno's to get better damage off of some normals. The hammer is going to fall to the wayside. The empty load catches Pip, possibly trying to crawl under something. Oh, but a drop. Good intercept by Pip. I love that Pip is just always unafraid to press in a situation. He just goes, nah, my buttons will save me.
Oh, and they better do some saving here fast. Oh, and that's one way to save.
That hat's a little big on you, girl. What you hiding underneath it? Oh, my Lord. Noah pressing something. Gets opened up, and now Pip with a good situation. Noah gets a note. Actually, air hits. Pip backing up. 2K2D. Guess for game. Deflect shield and the perfect opportunity. Able to low profile.
Oh, burst. Doesn't go for it.
No, Noah having the awareness that Pip was fishing. Another deflect shield, unpunished. Unbaited. 5K, 5K.
Oh,
Pip.
not enough.
Bam!
Oh, the ankle kills, bro. Oh my God, hits the hammer deep. My man goes golfing with the hammer, and what a close match. Holy.
The high-level play you need to have with Faust to play with your items like that to steal that round. Noah was so incredibly patient, not falling for the burst bait after burst bait, holding his nerves, and so Pip says, okay, I got to get creative.
I just straight up, I was like, what clown way could Pip end this? And then there was no clown situation. I was like, well, there's nothing clowny on screen. And then I just forgot he could hit the hammer. I forgot he could just hit the hammer at him. I would have gotten hit 100%. I forgot the hammer could do that. and that's what I'm talking about. Pip doesn't forget. Pip knows everything, every stupid thing his items can do, and he'll use them every time.
And he's going to pull up the outro screen for Havoc Noah's winner's side, telling him, that's all, folks. With the most Looney Tunes-esque finish I think we've seen so far today. And now we are going to be on to, I believe, our fourth winners quarterfinal match, which should be Haruko and Yiinja. Which Haruko was playing absolutely on fire yesterday. She had a fourth place finish, losing out to Bigger Bag, beating Voltiyon for the first time ever in bracket as well.
Wow, okay.
In their first ever all 5-game set, rocking Bridget. It feels like, Haruko has a very deep character pool. She's been repping the Johnny recently at some of our smaller locals. Has a Potemkin, has a Chip. Testament's been their main character, but her Bridget yesterday was the stuff of nightmares, the kind of nightmares that sort of roll around in conservatives' heads when you hit them with the trans rights.
That's right. Yeah. And especially now, they gave trans rights like a really strong 8-way mix-up. Is the thing. That's
one for each pronoun you got to keep track of.
Exactly. They just put a yo-yo on top of you. And for real though, that's the thing is Bridget always had this potential to get you hit once and put you into a hellish vortex until you died. It was just, it took a lot of hits. It was sometimes awkward for her to confirm off her longer range tools, stuff like that. Now with Wild Assault, that's suddenly a lot less of an issue, and as soon as you get those setups going, yeah, it's just impossible to deal with.
And she also has that blue Wild Assault as well to her name, so she gets the Guard Crush, which means that in some situations where she needs to build up her Akizeme or her offense, she's able to tag you with it, B plus 13, throw a yo-yo out on her. All of a sudden, she's got to string into a high-low 50-50 for the cost of a mere half of your burst gauge, which you start with a full stack of that.
And God forbid you have positive bonus. By the time you're done using it, you'll almost have it back again already. Positive bonus builds burst so fast. If you haven't been paying attention this season, chat, the speed at which you get burst back on positive bonus is ridiculous. You walk
It's a free hard knockdown.
Yeah, it's a free hard knockdown essentially. Yeah, because you just get it back right away. And let's get to it. Two little ladies, and the dolphin shows up immediately.
Haruko pronouns, she, her, if you would. Yiinja, we've been talking a lot about Haruko and the Bridget, but Yiinja, a character loyalist all the way through, has always played Mei, is always trying to find some way to make any iteration of Mei, strong or weak, work here. And, he's been like, I've lost a lot of my damage, but he said that, my character's been normalized. I got a lot of free damage, now I gotta spend Wild Assault, I gotta spend RC like the rest of the cast to unlock my higher bit of damage. And Mei, she still has that strength to herself, and we're gonna see it right here in play. If you could, keep the combo together, but it's a happy little reset.
Ooh, great jump and hit though, and the yo-yo drops. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm talking about. There's so many layers to the mix-up, and Yiinja, like we mentioned earlier, Marvel player, Dragon Ball player, not unfamiliar with holding a mix-up.
Oh, the reversal throw right here, though. It's a back throw for a back throw. Yiinja able to channel some of his standard defense here. He's a player who also likes to wiggle a bit and ask you some questions, but he's been trying to work on incorporating other defensive choices beyond mash or don't mash. And he's trying to close this gap right here, but Haruko just smothering him with his offense. Able to kill with the Wild Assault extension.
Wow, that was such a good, wow.
That was really cool.
Yeah, good on Haruko. I didn't think there was a confirmed to be had there, but she found it.
Right, so catches a run forward there from Haruko, but Yiinja not able to get a big bit of damage there. And he airs. He's been a little greedy with these jump-ins.
And it's Mei, it's understandable. Her air buttons,
you get this.
Wackadoodle, yeah, exactly. So, I get it, but yeah, really good 6P checks from Haruko.
Wild Assault for the hard knockdown. He wants to force his Akizeme strike throw. Representing throw, and Haruko reads it. Sees that Yiinja wasn't doing a jump and said, come on, are you really going to run up and hit me?
Yeah.
When I got 50% tension gauge to make a DP safe? Nah, you're trying to throw.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing it's easy to forget is Bridget, since it is kind of a weird DP and it doesn't give a ton of reward.
Oh, Haruko.
Got it. Oh no!
But again, Yiinja dying the way that he loves to, swinging. Arisugawa messing with the timing. Yiinja gets tap dusted. A very close set between these two. Very explosive, right? But really comes down to some of those clutch defensive decisions on Haruko's half, where Yiinja is still trying to find how to flesh out and catch up his defensive option selects and rotations to be on par with his offense.
It feels like a lot of times Yiinja's like not quite willing to commit to forcing someone to block for a bit before he throws them. And I think that hurt him a little bit last round, but we'll see. Really...
Oh, big damage here. And actually, that was a reset there. Cross hit, but there it is again, right? Like trying to get a little greedy, either with like an overhead kiss extension. That is possible in some counter hits. But you know, instead of just taking the consistent, the more stable, he's gonna get punished.
Let's go, Roger. Good knockdown from Roger. Ooh. And yeah, just getting that safe jump, making sure stuff got started, and caught him fidgeting on the safe jump, right?
Yep. Wild assault, hard knockdown. But wake up close slash. I hate you, Yiinja. The fact that that worked.
You know, some monsters are real, Colin.
I had to fight this guy for over a year in Dragon Ball and lose, man. But there's the DP. Haruko finds the opportunity.
Yep.
Sends Roger up. Yeah, all right, gets an OTG.
I was like, no
thought so
way
too.
does Roger not kill. Oh my good, what is the scaling on that little man?
Little man scaling, I guess. This time Yiinja doesn't go for the throw. He catches that backdash out. Not able to bait the burst, but you're still happy to take it.
Wow, can't believe that crossed up. Great spacing. All right, what's the mix? None mix.
Able to jump. Yiinja air dashes out. They clash. Yiinja with a better cancel.
Oh, this is so much damage.
Stabilizes. Does not go for a hard knockdown here. A little bit surprised. Wants to keep all resources on deck. Trying to swing at this disjointed hitbox. Goes to the air throw. Haruko just able to recover in time to tech.
Ooh, great full hit. Haruko, she's got the resources.
Then Yiinja wiggles. Haruko just gonna let this happen. Yiinja techs upwards instead of forwards. Backdash gets caught. 6H counter hit. RC to stabilize.
You died. You died. You made a mistake around May. You died.
Davy Jones's locker with you. Now Haruko with the set. Empty low. Yiinja not able to snipe that out, but it's a hard block. Lows and tap dust and layers upon layers.
Yeah, like Bridget, once she gets going, no other character forces you to guess left, right, high, low quite like she does, except maybe like Zato, right?
There's that frame trap too. Haruko keeping everything tight. Yiinja tries one more time, but Haruko, the offense is tight enough. Yiinja cannot be wiggling like this because he always loves to ask the question, how real is your offense? Because if it isn't, I'm going to expose it. Haruko says, it's real, believe it.
And it's rough because like, we all knew Bridget was capable of this level of like tight offense beginning to end. It just hasn't really been shown or displayed a ton. And so like, man, people are finally starting to have to realize like, oh, if Bridget knocks you down, you've got to hold that. Like you really got to hold that.
Empty low, Yiinja not able to block. Again, he tries to wiggle at the worst moment. Finally, the wiggle works for him, and that's going to be a thing that it's going to encourage him to keep pressing buttons.
You say it like a disappointed father.
I know. Just like,
oh, great. Now he's going to pee in the pool again.
precisely.
Ooh,
tap dust
works out.
Yiinja respecting the burst bait.
Wow, Roger does no damage on wall break. That's crazy. Ooh,
That's
what
the wiggle. I feel
slap.
like Yiinja wanted a super. He goes for a hero burst, but it's the DP back. Yiinja, Haruko is keeping her offense tight enough, and she is punishing Yiinja's lack of invincible reversals. Yiinja isn't willing to wait that extra second to bait Haruko when she finally blinks. And to her credit, it's not like she's constantly flailing. See, full pickup, good burst. Haruko can equalize this pretty simply. Just needs to get the set play going, which, speaking of, mixing up the air movement though, Yiinja finally gets the throw.
Yep.
Haruko's been caught a couple of times trying to backdash, so she's held firm this time, and Yiinja recognized the conditioning had been applied. Drops his combo, fakes it out to avoid the 5P, big hit. Oh, big drop. All right, plus on block, and here comes that Akizeme setup, right? All of a sudden, you spend half your burst gauge, and Yiinja is going through the wall with Roger.
Yeah, because like the opening of this round has very much been Yiinja pulled up to the Wendy's drive-thru and just screamed Whopper as loud as he could. Like, he's trying to force the issue every step of the way, just wild jump-ins, all this stuff.
5P, the 2P checks rather, but not able to finish the combo.
100 meter, that's going to be it.
No, Roger, the scaling.
Roger, please! Roger, my son!
She goes for deflect shield? Haruko, what is your damage?
Haruko up 2-0, deciding to have a little fun. Play a little deflect shield gaming.
Yiinja trying to find the next hit. He goes for the anti-air. Below, deflect shield, punished by the wild assault. In the staring contest, Haruko blinked first. And Yiinja, man, he's looking stressed right now.
Shaking his head, knowing that was not a win that you got to take it, but you don't feel great about it. Like, just a little iffy, a little shaky. Yeah, going back to character select makes sense. Take a second, think about it, try and make sure Yiinja doesn't yell Whopper at the drive-thru anymore, you know? Like, try and keep it wrangled in, because that's what has been giving Haruko so many issues, is just these kind of jump-ins that she's not fully ready for, maybe like goes for a yo-yo set, thinks Yiinja's finally calmed down a little bit. Because that's the thing, as soon as you think Yiinja has calmed down, somehow Gotenks shows up, and he's not even in this game. He just appears.
He just appears, because the thing is, like, there has to be something to be said for a person who sticks to their guns, who you cannot make them change their behavior. And once you start thinking, certainly by now, that's when you lose, and that's when you realize I had to be just as stubborn as they are.
Exactly. One of the first things I learned joining the FGC was people were like, yeah, you know, Sonic Fox, one of the things about them is they're totally unconditionable. I'm like, wait, isn't that bad? They're like, yeah, if you're not Sonic Fox.
Here we go. Yiinja playing us at some really good ranges. The extra layers to that one, feigning out the low, waiting a second. Haruko letting the metal stack apply. We bait the burst, but no punish. And now Haruko gets an opportunity here to run her game.
Ooh,
there's
great
those
anti-air.
greedy jump-ins again from Yiinja. He's trying to go in and punish Haruko for approaching, but she's more than content to let him hang himself. Blue RC, he tried to back throw, but the button was too active too soon. Feel the super jump, delaying our height, delaying our movement, letting this burst gauge come back. Snipe by Roger. Tap dust for the kill.
Ooh, it's one of them that just kind of makes you lean back and go, good, well done, good dust.
All right, and there it is again. Haruko always ready to anti-air Yiinja. He just needs to be a little more defensive on his approaches.
Yeah, and it makes sense, right? This is like a great learning moment of like, if you want to keep an opponent from going wild, step one is have your anti-airs locked and ready. Make sure they gotta stay on the ground, because as soon as Mei has to stay on the ground, she just becomes so much less threatening, right?
Tries to play a bit of RPS after the Dolphin, but Bridget Rain's gonna deny it. Yiinja gets clipped in, stops the approach from Haruko with a good press. Baits the deflect shield again. That's one of the things that Mei does receive with the Dolphin changes. She can bait those options out. He's just barely able to get that JP. Loses the round start. Haruko now 2K tick throw. Reversal Dolphin. The only true reversal Mei has.
Yeah, really good call there from Yiinja, but doesn't manage to get anything rolling afterwards.
Baits the burst. Wild assault to deny it. Super smart routing from Haruko, and that is the set 3-1 victory for Buttons on Wake Up, and a roar from the crowd.
Yeah, and Haruko was just really incredible on like managing every hit into the knockdown, into mix as much as possible. Really just recognizing that Yiinja was loving 5P, 2P as a wake-up option and trying to bait it as much as possible, punishing it. Good on Yiinja, though, for managing to make some of the neutral decisions like so confusing and so fast-paced and stuff. And that's the thing, right? Yiinja can push pace more than almost anyone else here. Like, I think Noah sometimes can be maybe more overwhelming. Voltiyon now with Chip can be pretty overwhelming, where like you feel like, geez, I have to do something. I have to press something or I'm just gonna lose, like, right? And so it's interesting seeing Yiinja kind of get hit by that to a certain extent of like getting antsy, feeling like I need to do something and having it really backfire. But that was winner's side, I believe. It
was winner's side, so Yiinja has a chance to make a run through losers. He should be just outside, I think, of the top 8 postings, as that was winner's quarterfinal. So he's going to have to go down there. That's a big shark with that Orca that has been released amongst that loser side of the bracket. But meantime, we are going to be moving on to our winners semifinal matches, and I believe we should be jumping up to the upper half, which, if my memory serves correctly, should be Voltiyon versus Collom. Which, so the last time these two got to play face-to-face, September monthly, where Collom double jeopardied Voltiyon, denying Voltiyon his first ever tournament loss, or rather giving the first ever tournament loss since Winter Showdown to him.
I was going to say, Voltiyon's been on a tear, man, so...
It's been on a tear, but a little ice has been sort of applied to the heat as it is. The Season 3 patch has done a lot to shake up the metagame. Chip lost a couple of tools that Voltiyon was really comfortable, really proficient with.
A lot of other characters got some of the advantages Chip had exclusive to him, kind of given to them via Orange Wild Assault in particular. Like, Chip had a thing where a lot of his stuff would confirm very consistently, and now with Wild Assault, everyone else, like, Chip was able to confirm at this level, and most of the cast was here, and now most of the cast is like here, and Chip's like up here, right?
Right,
so
yeah. So
it's a much smaller gap. Exactly. It's
a bit of power creep to it as well. So things have been a little hard for Voltiyon, but we have to see what he has in store for us today. After all, we saw him completely demolish Cobalt earlier. I don't mean to mince my words.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, and the thing that's been exciting for me is, like, I've been playing Strive since it released here, and at first I remember it was just like Havoc Noah, Havoc Noah, Havoc Noah, like, we have to get rid of these Zerd players, bro. That's what I was like, we got to get rid of these Zerd players, bro. We got to get them out of here.
From the ashes, taking loss after loss. I mean, I remember the days where, Voltiyon, for me, it was someone that I could beat just with, like, my legacy FGC experience.
Right? Yeah.
All of a sudden, he got so tight where it's like, I'm losing here. Like, I don't know these situations as well as he does.
Yeah.
And, he came on out this year, won his first regional at Winter Showdown in, like, just amazing fashion here. And he's been sponsored by Bad Moon. We have to shout out Bad Moon, of course, for picking him up. Something that he's very much engaged with.
All right, we got Mangaka going to go run and do some tech help stuff real quick. But, it's just been really incredible watching the scene develop, because at first it really was clearly like Noah is the dominant player. And then out of nowhere, it felt like just 1 month at random. It wasn't just Voltiyon either. It was like Voltiyon and Collom both at the same time, and just all of a sudden Noah's like, oh, I gotta play against these lads. I gotta play against these lads. And
oh, damn it, I have to deal with these matchups.
Yeah, and now we're seeing too, like, Collom and Voltiyon still both very strong, but now there's people who are starting to climb past them possibly a little bit, which is exciting. The fact that we've now had a third rev of someone else going higher on the ladder.
Exactly, right? Like, Collom's on a hot streak. He won the bracket yesterday for the LCQ. He won the September monthly. So by recent performances, I mean, there's an argument to be made here that Collom's the favorite today.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it. And this isn't just me being a Happy Chaos hater. Just Collom's ridiculous. And Collom
he is OD.
These are two players who I wish I could put as much time into Guilty Gear Strive as they do. I just don't have the spirit for it, but these two are grinding constantly. Like,
and in a scene that's getting more and more competitive as Colorado, right, they have to expend more of their mental energy on more matchups, and so it gets harder and harder for them to maintain this level of proficiency and composure. Voltiyon having a little bit of a meditation right there. Dash out that hyphen on the just semi-final one word. It looks better, I promise.
All right, immediately getting the pressure going. Once again, Chip has the advantage here that if he gets in, Happy Chaos has almost no tools outside of Universal ones to escape.
Pip, Collom, and Yiinja all fall into the camp of players who don't like to block, and they'll do anything but do it. And once you get Voltiyon on them, who has had to learn how to answer that question of, is my offense real? Yes, sir. If Voltiyon gets going, Collom is definitely not a favorite here, but so is the case for Collom getting onto Voltiyon and forcing him to block the impressive mix-ups of Happy Chaos. Yeah. Perfect for Voltiyon to open things up. The champion is longing for his old throne.
The backwards 6S hit with a good pickup. Great burst, though, from Voltiyon. Has to deal with the clone situation.
Runs forward, places very slowly. One bullet left in the gun. Voltiyon tries to wiggle somehow. Might have read a throw that wasn't there.
Now reloading, getting the wall break. Still has focus state from earlier.
Trying to find that DP, nothing there. Collom with the full pickup. And like I said, once you let Collom play, you don't.
Yeah, hits that roll for the Build-A-Bear workshop left, right, and that's all there is to it. Ooh, taco kick through. Great defense. 3 back dashes, enough to escape anything that moves.
And there's that backdash from Collom. Voltiyon is calling it out. Collom probably alternating between a back throw on wake up or a backdash. And Voltiyon says, I'm not letting either of those options work. There's that throw.
The little 6K, so good. So funny, 6K is so slow this match.
But plus on block, you get a free pickup as well if it does somehow manage to hit. And Voltiyon takes game 1, and that's a big
change
moment of
from
relief.
yesterday too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Voltiyon definitely feeling a little more like himself today. Again, he talked a bit about how he let himself get hungry. He was playing and was thinking, man, I'm just hungry. And I've been there before.
Yeah.
Frosty Faustings, oh, never mind, my thought here is because Voltiyon, you're throwing up your lunch after that hit.
Gotta give this man more lunch.
My man's bleeding, get him protein.
Get him a snack, My man needs a granola bar. All right, oh no granola bars. He's putting him through the wall. This man needs no granola bars.
He's eating too much. He ate enough for 3 men. He is 3 men. Catching the fuzzy jump with the 2D. The throw now. Collom in a world of hurt here. DP. No, I thought Voltiyon was going to DP. I felt it was coming. 6K to throw crush and denying the burst as well. This might be enough to kill the low health Happy Chaos. It is not.
And yeah, I think you're right. I think it's been fuzzy jumper back throw on almost every single wake up.
But the backdash blue RC. Collom fumbles the combo, however. Voltiyon gets sniped. Committed to the burst bait.
Burst.
Collom may not have the auto baits in there with the Happy Chaos routing, but he will hard commit when he smells it.
Yeah, incredible reads both times.
Voltiyon happy to take Collom's burst. He's trying to just not get caught by a bullet, but to be tricky, you have a couple of opportunities when you start running for you to get clipped by a bullet. Nice throw tech. Now Collom just seizing all the momentum out of that burst field. The whiff punish from Volti. Able to get a full combo due to the crouching posture of Happy Chaos there. Hard knockdown.
Going through the wall, gonna try and land one more mix into Wild Assault. Positive bonus will make it kill for sure.
YRC, no bait. YRC back, this time baited. Goes for like a little setup almost as if to bait that burst. Finds the opportunity, but no punish available. J2K. Voltiyon though with his fast chip. He's just gonna take the offense. A throw from Collom. Beta blade, no punish. Backdash gets shot.
It's tough stuff, right? Like, Collom may be struggling a little bit on defense, but what he's not struggling on is against universal defense mechanics, man. Absolutely just does not care. Like, oh, you want to burst me? Suck it. You want to YRC me? Deal with it. Too bad. Like, yeah, hold that, cowboy. Who cares? Like, yeah, a lot of people want a lot of things. I want you to get hit.
Voltiyon now with a hard knockdown. No burst to his name, but he'll see half a bar of it within the next 6 seconds. And there it is. Collom asking, is this real? And Voltiyon says, yes, my God, eat your protein, you skinny boy.
Yes, for a fact, anyone can run up and close slash.
But at the same time, too, right, if Collom prolongs that round, Voltiyon's just going to get more and more burst back to his name. So there's an argument to be made for just Hail Mary and say, I don't want him to build a burst. This round's already a lost cause. 100%. If he messes up and does something fake, cool, I can get back in. But if he keeps it real, I deny him burst.
2K2D, the classic clash into trade.
Multiple overheads, and this time Voltiyon says, let me bait yours if you bait mine. And now, just like real life, this is how a fight against a gun goes. You kind of just stand there and get shot.
Not me, I'm built different.
Man says I'm gonna catch him with my teeth.
Yeah, or my body, you know. Some people say that is being shot. Not for me. It's a universal defensive mechanic. All right, and there's the 2K2D to close it out.
It stopped in my bones.
That means my bones caught it. Ooh, and getting the pressure going right away. Ooh, a huge hit to start off.
Not much of a conversion. The command throw comes through. Voltiyon has the conditioning applied. Close slash again. Collom is trying these reversal back throws, I have to imagine. Again, Happy Chaos not having a reversal DP.
And once again, you can't blame someone for getting hit by that because literally every other chip player
Backdash sniffed out. The burst at the last moment. Voltiyon now. Honestly, this is still anyone's game. It's Happy Chaos at full screen, baby. It's Happy Chaos at full screen, and YRC is baited. Voltiyon holds onto the burst, though. Has to deal with this backdash escape. Punishes.
Yo.
Stoic. Voltiyon gives himself a nod, feeling himself.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, that concentration super is like tantamount to a Roman cancel as far as frames go. It cancels whatever you're doing, usually leaves you tremendously plus, so that backdash just make the thing before it whiff was so smart.
TP baited. Collom has been so good at smelling out when Voltiyon wants to use a defensive option, whether it be YRC burst or Beta Blade. Collom's usually there to greet it with a block.
Yeah, and there we go, using the concentration super to stay plus, keep pressure going.
Sneaks in a bullet reload. Able to keep his turn going after the whiff tap dust. What a character. 6S. Flip the gun.
Oh, and going back in, immediately Voltiyon gets pressure, goes for a cross-up, converts with Alpha Blade, brings him back down to the ground, but man, just one split second of the Oki's not real, and you're being shot and juggled. Super for the wall break, full reload. We got a hard knockdown, and I'm thinking we're gonna get another air dash in JK. No, just wants to stay away, keep the curse going.
Collom has been able to start applying that slower play of chaos where it's like, I'm already winning, I don't need to win faster.
Yeah.
Burst from Voltiyon, closes the gap, huge pickup here. Collom, resigning himself to eat this hard knockdown, does not want to spend the burst and lose the round for it. Now Voltiyon, can you make this play? Plus frames, catches Collom wiggling, does not RC after the hit, I'm surprised. Gets caught by a bullet.
That's it.
Oh no, there's no bullet, he had to reload. But, full screen. He looks for that YRC, Voltiyon finds the moment and finally use it, PRC. Chases the backdash, misses the Oki, wake up, back throw! Voltiyon not happy about missing his offense.
Ooh. And this is the kind of stuff that I think Voltiyon's been frustrated with recently, is just these small drops here and there, because when he is like grinding as hard as he normally does, those are the stuff that he's usually super tight about. I think his level of play on neutral has gone up though. I think he's like legitimately gotten better. Just these little drops here and there have to feel so bad.
He has to play around this clone, he's down his burst. Happy Chaos gunning him down. And layer after layer, there's too many to it. Voltiyon tries to close the gap, 2S is there to meet him. Collom demonstrating that who needs to block.
Let's put him through the wall.
Goes up, 2K, cross up. One more is all Collom needs to secure himself winner's final. And again, send Voltiyon to losers. The low. Comes the offense, a 2K from Voltiyon, no conversion, but Collom, importantly, out of bullets. Will take the knockdown and get some back. Beta Blade at a perfect timing for Volti. With punishes 6S, takes his offense. YRC, backdash, retrade. Overhead, just the late timing on that catching Collom unawares. Wild Assault for the hard knockdown, I do agree. Voltiyon needs to make this count. Collom gonna go to FD, keep chip out. But there it is, the fast RC cancel. Voltiyon's gonna be able to take this rock! Why are you jump scaring me, bro?
That's the worry, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like, Voltiyon is playing neutral so good. It's so good.
Sugoi, cross up, we go for the reset, but we backdash the throw. Voltiyon not taking it lying down, calls out Collom's own backdash with that 2K, and earns a burst for it, but now he's got to win the next interaction somehow. Gets caught on his backdash. Collom gets a couple bullets. YRC, same side, catches the low, Beta Blade.
There it is, and now you've got the hit. He's low on bullets. This is the situation. This is, well, the one thing we want to happen for Chip. So we'll see what the safe play is. He has Wild Assault on the table and positive bonus.
Baits the YRC, a massive pickup for Voltiyon, who is able to send Collom into losers and guarantee himself winner's final.
What an incredible, that was winner's semis. Dude. Dude.
That was the first winner's semis. There's another one we gotta do.
Dude, that was so wild. I don't think I've ever seen so many denied YRC's Blue Burst. Like, if you don't know, Blue Burst is harder to bait this season. It used to be Blue Burst would go about here. It was pequeño. And now it goes whole screen.
Mucho grande.
So like anytime someone's baiting burst, before it could be like something like, okay, I've knocked them up high enough in the air that they'll pop up.
Now my
burst
burst safe route is there. One of the defining things of the top level meta characters, they had burst safe routes where it's like, okay, I guess I'll just take all of this. And now everybody's been leveled to the same floor where everybody in the cast has to play that burst mind game.
So even if Happy Chaos is juggling you with bullets on the exact opposite corner of the screen, you can still burst and it'll work. Exactly. So all these blue bursts that are getting baited, these YRCs that are getting baited, it's a full hard commitment. It's not just like something they're passively doing. It's them saying, I know you're going to burst here. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let you burst, and then I'm going to get a new combo.
And it's going to be a great time for me.
And it's such a risk. It's such a hard, because otherwise we've talked about so much, like getting that hard knockdown, getting that hard knockdown, like that's what this game is about, is getting that hard knockdown. So anytime you like do something like that and really hard commit to backing off, you might have just given up that hard knockdown that is so clearly worth fighting for. So it's those tough decisions, man. It's those tough decisions.
Well, the tough decision is going to be who to root for in this next game, as we have Pip Gaming and Haruko currently being rallied up at the moment to join on the stream. It's going to be an explosive set of offense-heavy characters. But in the meanwhile, my friends, I do want to shout out the Alamo Draft House for helping us sponsor Akizeme today. They gave us a couple of food vouchers, which look something like this, if you're a winner like me.
Yo, we got the food vouchers for doing good enough. Let's go.
They gave us some prize pool money as well. They're right next door.
Real major.
Legit. No cap, no bribery, no sponsorship. Alamo is probably one of my favorite movie theaters to go to because I could pull up in there. I got a full menu to pick from. I can say, yes, waiter, I would love to do a classical fashion, if I may. I'll take my burger, medium rare. You know, and then they bring it out quality to you. They'll do the whole walk under the screen to not interrupt your viewing experience. And it's not like people are ordering and being loud. They write it all out. They set up a little sign. They have such a great system there. Enjoy dinner in a movie at the movie theaters.
It's like it's a movie theater for people who are too into movies.
Deadass. They do all kinds of special viewing events. They'll bring out old-time movies. They'll bring in all kinds of things. They'll give you marathons or things like that.
One of my favorites was there's one down in Austin that I really visited. I really loved. They had like a full improv comedy troupe doing a full performance of the film Twister, where they would just roast Twister beginning to end, and it was so much fun. Yeah, Alamo Draft House, great place. I know they also are one of the few places that did like certain anime showings and like anime movies in the United States where no one else would do them. Alamo's like, yeah, come drink a beer and watch an anime.
Oh, there was a month where they did Spirited Away, like all the Studio Ghibli films.
Ooh.
That was a hell of a month. Pip Gaming, Haruko, going to be a hell of a set.
Pip Gaming. Pip Gaming. All right, we got Pip Gaming going, and we got two Blue Wild Assault enjoyers, so expect to see some plus frames.
Plus frames for days and years, but again, Haruko with the set play character going up against a player like Pip who hates to block, does not want to hold the mix.
Yeah, and against Brisket, you have to either decide I'm going to block on every wake up or I'm going to block on no wake ups.
Suppose that you just teleport full screen and throw. Perhaps there is nothing to block after that.
Ooh, random little weird deflect shield.
Yeah, no, Haruko's been flirting with that option. We saw that in the set with Yiinja, sometimes to her gain, sometimes to her detriment. All sort of depends here. There it is, the little scalpel dive.
Yeah, manages to catch the extended hurt box, a far slash. Ooh, cross up doesn't connect. Maybe crawls under it a little bit. Pip Gaming pressure to the corner, plus frames.
Now we're getting things going here. Pip catching Haruko's backdash. He's going to get a knockdown as well, and Haruko the one wiggling. It's a little scuffy here as we're trying to roll through things.
Okay, another press. Oh, Pip just holding Haruko down in the corner, and that is going to be it.
No rounds dropped here for Pip Gaming's first takedown of Haruko. We are already set into our losers top 8 as well. Right now we should be having Bigger Bag and Havoc Noah fighting it out, as well as AnchoredPrince 3-0 Chebe. So there is a Nagoriyuki swimming in those sharks down below.
And it's AnchoredPrince, of course.
Of course it is. And you know what? The loser of this has to go fight him.
That's brutal. Imagine losing and then you have to fight one of the most messed up Nagoriyukis I have to deal with. Absolutely brutal, man.
Haruko, though, trying to answer back on Pip Gaming. Send him through the wall.
Great wall break. What do we go for the set? Safe jump. Ooh, BRC's out. BRC's in.
Oh, into the arms of Faust. It's the back throw incident. Now we're going to go for some pressure. Keep it going. Wild Assault continuing it. And again, it's the endless parade of mids. Haruko believed that something else was coming. It was not the case. Mix, catches, but there's no resources. Excuse me, I lied.
We found one. There was a resource in the back. We just found it.
You guys didn't look underneath the ketchup bottles. I told you that's where we put them from now on.
Sorry. I always thought the mustard was in the freezer, you know? Ooh, good pickup, though, into another knockdown. Are we going to go for wall break? Yes. 6H for wall break. Not enough resources for a hard knockdown. A little unfortunate for Brisket.
Been able to pull up some of my own data. These two have a very close set head-to-head record. Pip Gaming has a lead with 60%. But, I mean, 1 or 2 sets could be easily 50-50.
Oh, yeah.
Haruko, tap, Dust gets blocked. Pip isn't aware of that option, but the offense is unrelenting. She catches Pip. Tying up the round count here in game 2. Stab him, throw him, meteors. All right, he's activating the hacks. What side? I don't even know. Starship from the spare ground, okay. Now we're looking for opportunities here. And I like that Pip let the jump in happen and then just try to take his turn afterwards, like, no throws here. My lord, the fact that Pip, 1, had that as an option, and 2, that Haruko blocked that?
Still, though, that afro propping, giving a little bit of a guard crush, letting Pip take a turn afterwards.
We blocked the low. That was really good on Pip's behalf. That option was nerfed this patch. Pull the block. The wrist gauge is looking kind of full, and now it's emptied out as Pip takes some damage. YRC get him out of the corner. He just takes his turn. Staggering into guard crush, into plus frames, into everything, into feint, into psych.
Yeah, Pip really aggressively being willing to just play the mids, delay, mids, and just seeing, are you willing to, to press on something?
Pip taking his breather right here, trying to compose himself before he readies up. Last time these two played, it was the Mile High Burst Sunday on October 1st. It was a 3-2 set, but if I remember correctly, Haruko was playing Johnny that day. Need to land, knock him, take him to school. Welcome to a mix.
And little Faust has left, and he's back. And there he goes. No, he's
still
here.
They're just walking together. Don't you talk to me and my son ever again. We're going home.
Son, come back.
Contrary to popular belief, you do not have to wait 24 hours to report a missing person. Faust already on that helpline as he needs it.
My boy. And his boy could not save him this time. Haruko going up around. Ooh, big counter hit starter. Should get some OP in
That's a
place.
start. Good on Pip for holding this pressure. Not trying to wiggle just yet. There it is. Roger Dodger. Here we go. Wake up Starship. He's able to relieve some pressure. Haruko looking very clean here in this game 3. Really not letting Pip play his game. Instead, we're in her world now. And she takes a game. Could be building up to a reverse sweep, but we will have to see if Pip is able to get his offense tight again, if the item RNG is able to play a little nicer with him, if he even needs it. Barebone Faust is good enough when it's not raining 6 meteors down on a TO who doesn't even play this game on his own console.
Meteors are fine. You just have to...
Not 6 of them. In one game.
Look, every so often someone is God's favorite Faust. And that day it was Pip.
Certainly was. No doubt I'll never be his favorite. Here we go.
huge guard crush there into the corner, but Haruko managing to find a little bit of momentum. She's getting something moving back to mid-screen. YRC.
Oh, we got the IM toss, but Haruko able to reversal out with a far slash. Deflect shields baited completely by the fully charged Wild Assault. Terrible mechanic.
Me pointing at the screen. That's the worst mechanic in Guilty Gear, babe. You hear about this deflect shield?
Roger. Sending this Jedi home in a Separatist body bag. Haruko, one more round and she'll tie up this set. Can Pip stem the aggression and halt the momentum? Pulls out an afro. There's a little hammer right there. Ooh. Now it's time for Bridget to cook. OTG goes through a setup here. Good deflect shield there, but the PRC keeps Haruko in.
Good Deflect Shield. It didn't work, but, you know, that's the best you can expect from Deflect Shield.
I mean, it did make Haruko have to spend her offense just to continue instead of mixing.
Yeah.
Right? So there's something to be said about, like, you know, they had to spend their resources suboptimally.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, okay, would Deflect Shield be too much if it costs a quarter of your burst?
No.
You think it'd be balanced?
I think it'd be fine, yeah.
Right?
I think it's pretty bad.
And that's the next question, too, right? Like, this is the Season 3 patch, and there's going to be another one. There's going to be some follow-up patches to do some system mechanic adjustments, some character tunings, right? So, rock
baby.
Rock-a-bye, baby, in the mix-up.
The 3 close slash pickup for optimal brisket damage.
When the knockdown comes, the mixes will land, is what I would say.
Oh, BRC drift, though.
Deja vu. Been to this hit before. RC as well. Look at the damage that brisket is taking right now. It's red as a rare steak.
Living, though, and we got one-touch situation on both sides.
Immediate burst. Haruko now down all that resource. Pip! What a smart Wild Assault. It would have chipped Bridget out if she blocked, catch the backdash, or just led to offense.
Or led to, plus 17, and then you get to do whatever you want, whatever chip sequence you got. Whew.
Haruko was just starting to get momentum right there, but Pip was able to sort of solidify things, right? Contain the madness, not let Haruko get into that win condition of Bridget where it's mix-up into mix-up into mix-up, right? And as much as we're memeing on that defensive the defensive deflect shield usage here and there, I do think that, like, some of those interactions, they did make Haruko just go, wow, instead of my 50-50 Roman cancel, it's, oh, I whipped the button. No, I didn't. I'm back in, right? So.
And the part that makes the flex shield analysis so hard is, like, it's on the same bar as Blue Burst, Gold Burst, and Wild Assault.
It competes with such strong options.
Yeah, exactly.
That have a very visible impact on the game itself, right? Blue Burst from full screen. Oh, the combo is now done. Gold Burst up close. It's like, all right, well, you're still safe at -2. Or, wow, he just got positive bonus, like one of the strongest game states that you could be in. Possibly escaped an Akizeme situation.
And now the positive bonus is even stronger this season because, like, let's say I wall break with Soul and I get either Wild Assault wall break or Super wall break. I jump in, I do a meaty, I do close slash far slash 5H into Revolver Mix. And if I don't have the meter for Revolver Mix, I can spend 50% of my burst to do close slash, far slash, heavy slash, do all that again. And then I get the mix up and your risk meter is at 70%. And I now have 75% bar. And after you block that mix up, if you do block it, good news, I just built 50% burst again, so I get to do another Wild Assault back in there. Like, legitimately, you can just loop resources until the positive bonus runs out. And, like, even a perfectly honest, top 4 character like Soul can just hold you down and do 4 50-50s, right? Because the resource juggling game is so strong right now. That's also something that Asuka gets to take advantage of.
Yeah, it's quite
really
true.
Well. I think that's why Asuka, like, shot up on top of being able to enforce plus frames. He can just get stuff going and get stuff really, like, rolling hard. I'm glad I don't think we have any messed up Asukas yet in Colorado. God bless. We'll see. We'll see. There might be a wizard from the moon soon.
Indeed. And, well, the other thing, too, to sort of bring into that one is that Asuka's a very complex character. There's, like, 36 or some odd different special moves effectively that you have to know, what does this one do, what does this one do, that you have to react to on the fly. Like, there is a lot of different spells that he has.
I'm trying to remember the number because I made a video on this.
I want you to correct me, but it's a lot. There is a lot of spells that you have to just recognize on the fly. You're doing a combo, looking down, going back, a lot of resource juggling. It took time for that character, but people are starting to solve the character and crack him, and now that's why you see a player of Gobu's caliber win the Arc Revo Japan Tour.
And the fun thing is, part of how they solved it is they realized that, so Asuka has 3 different decks he can pull from.
Yes.
And they realized the first 2 are just trash compared to the third.
Third one, where you get the teleports and you get the crazy projectiles.
You get the arpeggio wave that holds you down forever. You get the big cube, all that stuff. And you get the MP regen, which functionally makes Asuka have double life while that's active. So, like, super strong, but yeah, people kind of realized, we only really need to worry about that last deck, honestly.
Having some competitors come up to the stage. I'm a little confused as to who's playing whom because I have 2 players that aren't slated to play each other right now up there. Okay, it's just friendly advice. It looks like we are going to have Collom make a return appearance right there, and Havoc Noah, who was able to beat Bigger Bag. 3-2, another close set down there, so.
I mean, especially because, like, that's Ino Axel, right? That has historically been the nightmare matchup for Ino, and Strive obviously has changed that math quite a bit. It's not as much just Axel throw. If you played Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R at all, in that game, if Ino does anything and Axel has previously pressed 5P, Ino has lost. And that's just kind of how that matchup was. And in Zerd, it was the same thing, right? Like, Axel wasn't really a high-tier character, wasn't incredible or anything, wasn't super saucy, not a ton of people played him, but just has this random, like, 8-2 matchup against Ino because 2 of his buttons cover every approach option she wants to take.
Yep.
Like, 5P covers 90% of her dash options, 2S covers the other half. So, like, Ino just struggles so much, and Strive finally has given her some tools to get around it.
Yep.
Also, the screen is just smaller. We're closer to the character, so there's less room for Axel to really hold her out. Stuff like that. And on top of now, we have Wild Assault to get in. We have whatever the Fortissimo move, the new move that Ino has.
It's like something Kiss. I know Kiss is.
It's like Fortissimo Kiss or something like that.
I don't think it's Fortissimo Kiss.
Oh, no, Fortissimo's a different move.
Yeah, Fortissimo's a super. The other plus on block move. That one cost meter.
Yeah, the plus on block reversal, as opposed to her 0 after the flash command throw.
Something to that effect. These two have quite a bit of history. We say this character, Noah says that about Happy Chaos, right? With all of his built-in mix-ups and his ability to control neutral space. Noah and Collom had a very close set yesterday, I believe, and won all 5 games, but Collom took the better of Noah, sent Noah down to losers again. Actually, yeah, no, Bag would have gotten the run back because I believe it was Bag that beat Noah in that losers final after losing to Noah, go down and lose in the first place. So now Noah was able to say, no, listen, man, that was the LCQ. Today's the finals. I'm not dealing with this shit. But close games all the time, especially when you get a player as defensively sound as bigger back. Someone who can check Ino's offense. That's a scary thing.
And it's interesting, too, because you mentioned LCQ yesterday, and now we have the full one today. And that's a pretty rare circumstance, right, to have these competitors able to play against each other in a tournament format, and then the next day be like, okay, this is the real big one. This is the real big one. And because usually, LCQs are like, if you're in,
then why are you playing? You don't play, right?
But like we had a separate prize pool for the LCQ, so people were allowed to enter even if they had already qualified.
Right, yeah. Well, that was something where I feel like there's pros and cons to both of those systems, right?
Absolutely.
Like for the LCQ to be like, like yesterday, for example, we had Raven as Raw, I believe, and Ant Main fighting it out, and they got to lose their semifinal and was, all right, whichever one of you two wins, you get in, you qualify for the finals the next day. They qualified as 3rd place because 1st and 2nd place, Shogun and Veach respectively, they were already in. They were secured.
Yep.
So some anticlimactic turnouts about that one, but at the same time, it was also cool to host another open bracket where even the finalists were still able to show up and say, listen, just because I'm in the finals doesn't mean y'all got, not have to worry about me.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like not a format I've seen a lot, but it has. The thing I like about it is I feel like it's created a lot of stories for today. We have a lot of like small
Voltiyon showing up in there, getting 5th place, his lowest ever, going into the finals. All of a sudden, you have to wonder if he's even the favorite for it anymore. Comes back today, he's sitting in winner's final after losing to the person that double jeopardy them at the September monthly. Wow, what a turnaround right there. And now, Havoc Noah is looking to get revenge on Collom, both, I believe, for the September monthly, but for yesterday.
Yeah, for yesterday too, yeah.
Lifetime records for these two. Noah has a lead. I think it's about a 60% win rate over Collom.
Sounds
Yesterday's
right.
bracket hasn't been applied to the statistics just yet, but I mean, Collom certainly up there. Loses quarterfinals. There's an extra S right before the F. That's an autosave thing on our system, which I got to go in there and find out how I can clean up some of those autosave things. Just make sure that we,
Oh my gosh, that little overhead mix was so gross.
Here we go. Shoot him. Right now, Collom at little less than half HP, but Noah in the gun range.
Ooh, good knockdown from Noah. What's the mix?
The mix. Multiple overhead. What a block by Collom. That was actually sick, but we get caught by that. Noah not ready to pick up. And now, Collom scrambling on defense.
And that's the thing, right? Ino wouldn't have gotten that much off that confirm last patch, but now she gets a big launcher off of it. Really big changes for her.
Yeah, no, it's a great change for her. Really completes the character, brings her up to a caliber similar to other strong characters.
Yeah.
Blue Wild Assault for the hard knockdown. It's a hard knock life. Backdash from Noah. Collom, he does not get the gunshot onto it, the RNG shot going in Noah's way. Better hit up a roulette table after the night.
Oh. Gets the side switch, walking back to the corner, reload and wall break.
man started that combo with his back to the corner off an air hit, was able to get underneath Noah, send him back through that same wall. What a character.
What a character.
Resourceless outside of his own unique stuff.
What a player, what a game.
Oh my God, Noah betting that the 2K was going to beat the 2S, but the Note OTG creating this weird scramble.
Oh,
Big pickup after the counter hit. Oh no, my God, Collom woke up throw. If Noah, oh no, he spends it, does not bait the burst, the YRC rather. 2K2D, there's the burst from Collom, and if you're Noah, even if you lose this round, you're feeling all right, but any round against Epic Chaos is a stressful one. He's going to burst, he wants to end it now! 2K2D, and all whips!
Oh no! Oh, Noah just bet so hard on that. It's not the end of the world, they're about even, but Noah just gave up the big advantage he had going into the final round, but hey, he got to knock down a Xeno. That's all the advantage you need, baby.
Collom backdashes again. Noah calls it out with the 6 heavy slash. Stroke the big tree is going to be a big combo for Noah. Might be able to get the kill. Goes for the reset, deflect shield. You know, again, like very small effect there, but all of a sudden what should have been a situation where Noah had 50 bar to spend on mix, now he's spending all just to get back in and force Collom to block. That deflect shield paying dividends with the delayed butterfly effect. I have to give it that praise. I have to.
Look, we're out here defending deflect shield because no one else will.
No one else will. It's hard to use.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just the big hits there. Again, Happy Chaos actually burstable this patch.
Oh my lord, he comes swinging down with a button after that.
Yup.
Noah gets crossed up. Collom should be able to finish this into a kill, I imagine.
Absolutely.
Wild Assault. I saw Noah hit that start button.
Noah's thinking real hard.
Saw that little red bar start to fill up. Noah's like, all right.
Load me back into training mode. I'm ready to try again.
The clone intercepting Noah's approach. Noah playing it maybe a little on tilt, a little overly aggressive. Certainly overly aggressive.
Wow, and a beautiful confirm from Collom, about as optimal as it gets.
Taking the offense here, 2K2D, Noah holds.
No bullet, no bullet, bullet. Yeah, it's bullet, unfortunately.
And my God, that kill.
Oh, right, Eno's like pretty squishy. That's crazy. I forget sometimes, right?
Yeah, man, listen, those hips, they're hollow. There's no guts in them.
She's a tough lady, but she's not a tough lady, you know what I mean?
Typical Dommy mommy.
Right.
Loves to give the beating, can't take one herself.
Ooh. Big 5H though, talking about giving out a beating. Oh, doesn't get the confirm.
Oh, a wake-up concentration. That had to be a misinput on Collom's behalf. And in the scramble, Noah somehow lucks out. Could have been a little cursed, but goes his way. Happy Chaos is going to have to wait for this round to apply his voodoo.
Catching the back dash again. Collom getting a little fidgety on the jumps.
Burst is down for Collom, but now we're at full screen. Noah has to weather the storm of bullets. Let it rain, children. He gets close enough.
Yo, the perfect JH.
Surprised there's no hard knockdown there, but I guess Noah would rather play with the meter just to deal with any sort of situation. Loses 2S on a stroke.
Yeah, goes to the low profile, gets called out. Now Collom's got a situation, got bullets.
Noah with full meter and burst, so for TCMO followed by an RC is definitely an option. That's why you see Collom retreat to full screen. The no comes through, Collom forced a jump, he catches bullets. Oh, he was committed to that burst bait until he wasn't. For the 5P, Noah dies from the 5P.
Maybe? Wall break. Okay, there was a wall there. I wasn't sure. Sometimes it doesn't quite reach the wall and everyone just goes at the same time. No, the wall got there. Yeah.
The power Happy Chaos, right? That's why you see Collom be so proactive on his defense play, because why block when I can just kill you off of a jab?
Yeah, when the reward for everything is gun.
Noah here losing this momentum once again. Every time he's gotten a leg up, Collom has been able to find the clutch opportunity to swing the momentum. Noah gets a hit. HCL, blue Roman cancel. Trying to play that air throw mind game. Noah doesn't fall for it. Oh, Collom mistiming some of his offense. Stroke is going to connect. Noah with a huge pickup. YRC, Noah blocks in the air. Nice backdash, but Noah covers it. Covering it again. There's Collom falling into his habits. Again, Noah has the right read on offense. It's just the reward for hit is so dramatically different between these two characters. Noah needs 3 to 4 hits, Collom needs 2. Our knockdown, just trying to keep this momentum going. Does not want Collom to play. I can't blame him, because this.
I hate it here, man. That confirm was so gross. I hate it here. Ugh.
You ever hit a girl so hard she flew the other way behind you?
God, unbelievable stuff. And oh,
Noah tried to do something there. Gets a gold burst. It will mean that he gets his burst back. But he was already at pretty much full gauge. Just renews his positive bonus. Bullet after bullet after bullet after bullet. It's not going to be enough to kill due to the scaling and the lack of a wall, but Collom now has full resources. Noah has to close the gap. An expletive and a laugh. Set point for Collom.
and the up back JS doing it again for Happy Chaos.
RNG bullet not going to land. Noah able to avoid the curse. Gets tagged this time. Now is playing very slow here. Pushes Collom out. Only one bullet left. He's out of it. Noah recognizes that. Gets his mix. The blue RC from Collom able to intercept. Now Noah has to again work his way through. 2 bullets. 1 left. We're out now. Noah reads the frame trap. Just lets Collom whiff. Gets out of the corner. Prioritizes positioning over getting the offense going. And it works out for him. Fortissimo, yes. Now Collom, a burst, a YRC, no bullets. Noah just lets himself get tagged. Lets Collom refill the gun. Blocks the cross-up though. YRC at the perfect moment. Collom tries to reverse it with something. The Wild Assault extension. Noah gets on the board.
All right. Noah just blocked like 16 mix-ups. I gotta give it up. That was pretty good. I would have gotten opened up like 9 times. So hey, Noah, hey, good stuff. Keep it up. Good
Absolutely
block.
beautiful, right? Like when you play slow like that, if you got the defense, it kind of comes all together as justified. 6P, I like that Collom's aware that Noah loves to press that oppressive option of Enos, and so he just checks it with a 2S. Now Noah able to use some of the meter he built from positive bonus to corner Collom. Back to full screen, a bullet left in the gun, half concentration, fully loaded now. But Eno closing the gap, plus on block. YRC, get off of me. Noah again, be content to hold until he sees the moment, but a back throw incident. Good patient play, he catches the run back, not able to confirm. He just sends it, it's fairly safe at that range.
And Collom just finding the exact moments where he's able to get away with either reloading or going for a focus.
Noah's ability just to find the right moment to press the correct mash has been immaculate. Like he has somehow completely changed his defensive tempo. He's able to intercept before Collom could get curse applied, but there's 6P.
Oh.
Curse is on again for Noah. 2 bullets, 1 left.
That roll didn't cross up.
That's messed up.
That's illegal. That's so illegal, man. That didn't cross up. I hate,
Noah, despite the slow play, loses that round. He's been looking very clean. He's trying to clutch it out, trying to rely on his years and years of experience. 2S, he delays and whiff punishes. Such a smart option.
And resources full for Eno. You're in the corner.
A quick perfect.
Yep.
He needs another one of those to sit a little more comfortably and force game 5, but we have to see. 6P, we jump over. Noah now has to block. Hard knockdown life. Multiple overheads. The back throw, though. This is massive for Havoc Noah. No bullets in the gun for Collom. He goes the biggest fake shimmy I've ever seen. Wild Assault.
Welcome to Anime Shimmies.
Welcome to Anime Shimmies, where we're in the air, then we're on the ground, then we're back in the air. Collom applies the curse, just quickly throws out Deus Ex Machina. Noah too far to get any sort of punish. Closes the gap. YRC baited. Here comes Burst. It's a close slash. Curse applied. Noah gets the PRC. They both throw tick. Noah the massive counter hit. Throw tick again. With punishes. Collom resets to neutral. 1 bullet in the gun. He's just building walls of resources. Noah gets clipped. No bullets though for Collom. He has to just settle at the combo. Restocks. And now Noah has to FD every bullet. There it is. The anticlimactic finish.
Yeah, that's how a fist pound goes against Happy Chaos. Even if you know they're good, it's just kind of like, nice work.
Whatever mental reserve that Noah dipped into that game 3, he needed to find that a little sooner, I think, to just hold down that defense. Because honestly, that was some of the best defensive play against Happy Chaos I have seen ever in Colorado, and especially from Havoc Noah.
Yeah.
Like, that was just remarkable stuff, but he wasn't able to get enough of those winning situations, right? Because, like, the difference after the advantage state that Happy Chaos gets after he bursts and forces you to full screen, you're in his territory now. You're down the gun range 50 yards out, and he's lining up a bullseye on you. Yeah. And you're just a sitting target that has to somehow beat that.
And the brutal part, too, is, like, that incredible block from Noah was, like, jump in into cross up, into roll through and all that. And so then the next time, he goes for the roll through, and it just doesn't roll through. It just doesn't roll. He just rolls in front of him, and it's like, man, what do you do when you've shown you can react to this super hard to react to, if it even is a reactable option, and just nice reaction, idiot. Fall off your horse, get shot. Like, it's brutal, man. It's tough.
It is so tough out here.
And that's Guilty Gear. There's always one more situation, right? There's always one more layer you don't know about. That's why we love the game, right? That's why people still play Accent Core Plus R, is because, look, we all agree that, you know, people spent a decade saying Cliff is like bottom 2, and now everybody's like, actually, Cliff might be pretty wild. Like, we might have been wrong for ages. And that kind of stuff is super fun. Yeah, like, the players have gotten better. The resources have gotten better. The ability to communicate information with each other
has been the big catalyst of it, right? Everybody is putting out all kinds of information. So, like, the knowledge that is available is so much more out there that everybody knows more, and that just elevates the whole level of the game as well. I mean, earlier on the broadcast today on this stream, we had a Street Fighter 2 Turbo talk, and, you know, Fightcade's out, there's a training mode for it. All of a sudden, there's all kinds of crazy tech. Like, people are finding crazy setups because they have that time and the resources to go in and go, hold up, I can do what?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, it turns out when you have tools to, like, practice, people will use them. People will
if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not everybody will come to training mode, but the people who will. And they'll show up at tournaments, too.
Well, either way, Havoc Noah, the league organizer, is out at 5th place for the Guilty Gear Strive bracket. He is still in the Street Fighter 6 bracket as well, which is going on now. So no doubt he's going to be going over there to play. Not sure how he fared in pools, but he had a very strong start.
Still running Marissa?
I believe so, although he has, last bi-weekly he did try to play Aki.
Ooh, okay.
So he's been trying to level up Aki, but sort of some of the consensus is coming out regarding that character is like, all right, probably like a fairly weak character, but a weak character in Street Fighter 6 is functional.
I mean, that's the thing, right? That's a game where, like, the worst matchup is 5-5, 4-5. Like, it's a tight game. Modern games, man, they're just not as wacky and balanced as, like, Super Turbo. You don't have some E-Honda versus DJ stuff where it's like, no, he literally doesn't have an option to deal with Fireball.
You talk about wacky and unbalanced. Well, finally, gracing our stream for the first time this weekend, I believe, is AnchoredPrince's Nagoriyuki, if you want to talk about a wacky character.
You know what? Nagoriyuki is wacky in his own way, but AnchoredPrince really brings it up to another level.
You know what?
I have a lot of respect.
I'm going to grab one of these sake bottles from our sponsor of Colorado Sake. Off on Larimer Street, the only sake brewery in Colorado themselves. They make some fantastic product. There's been some delicious alcohol to drink. The winners of all of our brackets, given that they are of legal age, have been given a complimentary bottle. And you know what? Looking at this, there's like 2 brackets left. There's a whole box of bottles here, so.
Oh, thank you kindly. Don't mind if I do.
Pass one to Ty. Other losers quarterfinals. Fred versus Haruko versus AnchoredPrince. Now, these two have played twice in bracket, and Haruko has taken both sets.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. The last time they played, though, was back in April.
Oh,
so this is not, she has not fought AnchoredPrince's Season 3 Nagoriyuki in bracket. Very possible that these two have played and trained online. The Guilty Gear Strive scene very active in our Discord server. Check that out in the link. While you're there as well, do check out the Matcherino, ! Matcherino. Donate there to raise the prize pool money for our Akihabara Arcade Anime League finalists, my friends. Be the change you want to see in the FGC. Don't be poverty, be rich.
Ooh, backdashes the blood-sucking universe. Doesn't want Nagoriyuki to go boss mode.
Yeah, and a deflect shield, the multi-hitting button of Bridget actually able to stay active on AnchoredPrince, but huge hit here.
Yeah, the Fukyo in keeping it up. Ooh, and managing to be low on blood, so AnchoredPrince is going to be able to initiate Mario Party at any time.
YRC.
Here it goes.
And he just backs off with a backwards Fukyo. I like that he was aware of Roger and respected it. We have a drop. Tap dust is enough.
Tap dust is enough. Haruko managing to keep Nagoriyuki somehow out of Nagoriyuki range, which feels impossible sometimes, but she's doing it. She's doing a great job. Also enforcing the mix-up, taking advantage of that big body status.
Backdashes Haruko's attempt at a throw instead of just presenting the real stuff. Oh, welcome to Clown City.
Oh, no. For those of you who do not know, the big blood sword swing Nagoriyuki does. The second one where he comes down is now an overhead.
And Beyblade is a low.
That's right, which means if you block the first sword swipe, congratulations. You're in a 50-50.
And then, you know, if you block that, congratulations. He can special cancel. Little pop-off from him.
Only AnchoredPrince would pop off after doing Beyblade twice in a row, I swear.
He's like, Rose, you thought I was high?
Beyblade into Beyblade, I'm nice.
There should be a limit to how many times Nagoriyuki can special cancel. That isn't just, oh, my blood gauge. However, we'll see what Arc System Works wants to do. Ooh. You know what? Considering the fact that we have a black samurai character made by a Japanese developer, and he's one of the coolest looking characters out there, black excellence, let it rock.
And his voice actor is really cool and also gay.
Let's go.
Or you know, Evan Michael Lee's great.
Damn it, man, now it's all about the rights. That's like two minorities covered, man. This man has to be top tier. If they nerf him, they're racist and like homophobic.
Exactly. That's what I'm always saying. Ooh, got him.
Oh no, Bridget drops the combo.
But one situation from either side.
A close slash. It's not enough for the kill, but he's got blood to make this happen.
Yeah, it was one
low. And
overhead.
Oh no, he's gonna pop. He's gonna pop. He tries to empty delay it. He didn't commit. He didn't commit, and he's just laughing underneath that mask.
And 1-0 for Haruko. But again, you saw one blood-sucking universe and then just two 50-50s at the speed of sound.
6B is going to beat a round start DP from Haruko. AnchoredPrince isn't going to be able to get that 30 to target combo, so the blood is going to be a little bit high. He doesn't care. Now remember, 6 heavy slash, you can no longer special cancel, so he can't use it as an OTG or anything like that to then Fukio forward for auto-timed offense. Does have a couple other changes to compensate. That 5 heavy slash might have saved him from pop.
I was going to say, that blood meter is hitting there.
He's a squishy boy too now, right? He's got worse defensive values than Chip. And now, you're in his universe.
Uh-oh.
Deflect shield.
Whoa,
Poorly spent.
Overhead.
As Otashi put it, Nagoriyuki is worse than his previous patch version, but in the context of the game, he is stronger, and he's able to steal more rounds because of that. Speaking of Otashi, you know, he came out to Winter Showdown a few years back. I remember fighting him in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I dropped so many combos, and they looked like resets. He's like, are you doing that on purpose, or are you okay? I just said, I don't have to tell you that. Then he beat me. Fuck.
I don't know.